Well, John and Ellen, you're right. There are already steps being taken at the state level to examine how our state goes about the sex offender registration and monitoring process. But one of the big challenges is the lack of uniformity when it comes to regulations across the counties here in the Grand Canyon State.
Probation in Arizona used to be proactive. It's very reactive these days. So I hope we can get back to a proactive approach.
After recent headlines circulated regarding alleged crimes by sex offenders who failed to register in Arizona, probation reform advocates like Beth Goulden are speaking out about ways the system has fallen behind in our state.
Supervision, especially with sexual offenders who are on supervision, can be very difficult. It's a very unique, specialized field and needs to be treated as such. Several years ago, they approved phone contact as contacts, even for sex cases. I have concerns about that. So I hope we really get to understand the probation policies related to sex offenders, the internal policies, while the board is still doing, their work.
Goulden is chairing a new board in Arizona formed from legislation brought forth by State Senator Shauna Bollock. The board is tasked with standardizing practices related to sex offender oversight. Retired FBI Special Agent Lance Lysing says he hopes the board will focus on creating statutes that are easier to follow as well as uniform.
The fact that every county in Arizona has different regulations confuses everybody. It confuses law enforcement, I'm sure, even, but definitely confuses the people who have to register. So that should be changed. It should be consistent.
Lysing says the sheer volume of sex offenders in Arizona's registry, with more than 12,000 currently listed, creates complexities, especially when different counties differ on risk categorization.
So if one department has them at high risk, another department has them at moderate risk, they might only have time to go to the high risk unregistered sex offenders to verify them.
Goulden says the board is hoping for transparency on cases that are currently under investigation. Lysing says the work of the board will only make communities safer.
Protecting our children is a worthy cause to put some legislative work and some community activism behind.
Now, Goulden says that another focus of the board will be focusing on recidivism, the fact that probation is not just a success if you complete it, but if you also don't reoffend. And there will also be a focus on treatment for offenders. Reporting live in Phoenix, Nicole Krasean, Fox 10 News.